that's not worth it to the city to disrupt these people's lives and prevent them from getting to
Well,
work
look
the
at
next day.
I looked at the In-Town Motors, for example. They got 6 brand new tow trucks.
Yeah,
Those
we
things
paid
are
for that.
about $40 to $50 to $60,000 a piece. They got 6 of them, so they created 6 more jobs for people. I went to City Council, and I've asked City Council, and I did do the math.
Okay.
I said they can make over $500,000 every day that they tow. Every day that they can bring in that same amount of money that City Motors and them, all the rest of them are doing, if they in turn bought their own tow truck. They could cut the cost down because the city, they got a lot down there where they tow down to Grayville, and I had a number of the police officers agreed with me. And they told me to push it, so I did. And I wrote it up, and I went down and did the math for them. And of course, well, we'd have to buy 2 brand new tow trucks. Go buy them. Go buy them. Who says you got to have brand new? You can buy used tow trucks under warranty too. But the city would always make it, like the police officer said, not only would they have it for towing the vehicles and the city would make the revenue, and there's accidents, they could have it. In-Town Motors now has things set up where people have property and they'll be on the contract. If someone parks on the lot, they can tow their car off, right? Well, the city could do that too. The city could do that. What better than having the law doing it rather than having some franchise someone else do it, okay? But because there's a legality in it. And I said, there's the money. There's where the money's at till you want it for the city. Let me get this call in real quick because I got him hold on. John, right? Hello, John. You're live with Joe.
Hey.
Hi.
Hello.
Yeah, hello. You're on the air.
Hey, yeah, I totally agree with the comment about the tow trucks. I mean, my car's been towed like 3 times.
Okay.
It's ridiculous, and I just wanted to ask about what it was like to throw to Jerry Rice.
To do what with Ryan?
What was it like to throw to Jerry Rice?
I wish. I'll tell you.
I saw that game when you were throwing against San Diego, that Super Bowl.
You like that? They're talking about Steve Young, the quarterback. I was telling Joe before the show that Steve Young was the only quarterback to ever catch his own pass and run it in for a touchdown. You remember that game?
I do remember that game.
Go.
Is that you?
Well, he learned that from me. I taught him that, by the way, you know. I hate to have to take credit for it, I did. All right.
Thanks a lot.
All right, bye-bye.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Was there somebody on another line, or was there?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's going to turn into a football trivia night, isn't it?
Probably.
I hope not.
Right. Yeah, all right. Anyway, so that's why I'm saying some time to stir this up. So I like to know, how do we get to the point till we lose our right? Then they can take your house, eminent domain when they want to. So we never really own anything because everything we got, somebody owns it with us. So
right, you never own your house because you're renting it from the school board.
So I figure if the city can take your house, or eminent domain, they should help us pay my property tax too, since we're partners.
Well, let's look at the other side of the coin, though. Are you saying that we should just ticket the cars for not moving and not tow them?
That's what they were doing.
Okay.
They was making money.
Yeah.
They were making money.
Yeah.
They was making money. They just want to make more money.
Yeah.
See, what it amounts to me now, of course, the idea, well, we want to have cleaner streets. I don't see the streets being that much more clean. You only clean it once a month.
That's the result.
Okay.
Right.
So that doesn't matter. It's not a time the street sweeper come. He ain't doing all that great a job anyway. You know, he pick up some of the items, but people can do that too. Now, I also raised the issue when Joe Musso being he was on city council, they have laws. That the people can be fined if they don't pick up the trash. Now, they was claiming that it was hard for them to tell who put it out there. However, we are responsible for what's in front of our house. Take wintertime. If there's snow out there, you had to make a path at least so wide for people to get through. If you don't, you can get fined. So who's responsible for that?
You know, the city council just put through an ordinance. They changed the language on the snow clearing, and this could tie into trash.
Did they put it in English now? Well, go ahead.
I don't know how it's written. It's written so you're not supposed to understand it.
Okay. Oh, okay.
What they just changed the language to was, prior to this change, that the city would fine the property owner, the leasee, the renter, and so on.
Okay.
They changed the language so that now the city can go straight to the property owner.
For what?
For not clearing the snow. That is the same type of approach we should take with the trash.
That's what
where the landlord can make an agreement with the person renting,
Well,
and
this
the
is the-
homeowner's
right.
clearly going to clean up, and it's that simple.
Now, when the Joe came, well, there's so many landlords on the number of houses, so what? They're responsible.
They're
They want to get
responsible.
rich. They want to get rich up, but they're still, it's their property. They are responsible.
Right.
I don't care if you own 50, 20, that's your property. You know, they can hire someone to go around and clean it up for them, too. They make enough money.
You're right about that.
All right? They're charging $500, $600, $700 a month rent. You're going to tell me they can't pay someone to go pick up the trash and bring it out? They can create a job for somebody if they want to. You know, they pay people to go paint it and do other stuff. They can pay someone to do that. But this is what I'm saying. The city needs to take that approach instead of doing this to the citizens. The citizens is already strapped. We're in a very low time. This is the worst possible time to be taking money from the people.
I agree.
That's why so many people, I hear so many bad remarks about our city here. People tell me they don't never want to come here. They ain't never coming back here for this ticket in tow. That people are leaving this city for this reason. We use that. Our population rate is going down.
It's
They're
time to turn that
going way
around.
down, and when they go down, they up our taxes because we got to make up for those people that are here. Those businesses are leaving, and I keep saying, you know, when do you learn? When do you stop doing this? All you're going to do is keep taxing and taxing. I'm looking at it, you know, I'm paying almost $3,000 a year in property tax. You know, and this is ridiculous. I had someone else told me that, you know, say, you know, that's what the people paying out in brand new homes out there to get.
No, for a $250,000 home, they're paying that.
Yeah,
Right,
I said,
right,
so why
right.
am I paying this for a row house?
Right. What are you getting back from the government in exchange for that money?
Nothing.
Exactly. It's time to change that.
So I'm saying when you look at this, I say, what's going on here? You know, I mean, when do they change this? When do they stop this? When do we get someone in there that's really cares about this city, care about the people, and not worrying about how much money they can make and how much revenue they can do? This stuff can be changed and make the city better and bring the population back, bring the businesses back. You know, now people talk about, hey, Joe, give them a 10-year no tax business. Well, that's not going to help us.
That's going to help the next generation, won't it? It's not now.
Well,
We need
because after
something
10
now.
years, they get up and say, hey, now we go somewhere else, someone else give us a 10-year.
But at the same
they don't want
time,
it us.
at the same time that they're giving 10 years there, well, they just put what to the parking meters, 6:30 p.m. and on Saturdays.
Yeah.
Do you know the people in the county call that the dinner tax? Because you come down to the city for dinner, and then you got to pay an extra $20, $25 for a parking ticket.
And I said, see, they're finding ways to rip off the citizens. That's the wrong.
It's
wrong
revenue
thing.
streams. Look at the recycle bins with the We Buy All real estate throughout the city.
Oh yeah, because people ready to get out of the house today. Go ahead and buy them.
Well, you drive around and you see these signs everywhere. You know what would be a great thing is if we could pull the money together from some businesses, buy out those ads and put "Welcome to York City" across the banner and welcome people into this city.
We could do that.
Imagine that.
But that's going to have to do when we get different people in that really cares about the city and really want to make the change and bring the city back. Not so much worrying about, you know, you can change these problems. It's nothing going on here that can't be corrected. Nothing. And I see this all the time. And it's easy that people, you know, when people go knock on the door, vote for me, and you make all these promises, then keep those promises and work for the people. Don't go in and lying to them. You got their votes, and then you get in the office. Now you ain't gonna do nothing. Hey, how much money am I paid? How much I get this year?
Hey, they just approved a raise for the mayor. I'll be making more money than Brenner, and thanks to everybody here.
Well, that was council.
That's because people need to show up at council meetings.
That was because thanks to Cameron Texter.
There you
Cameron
go.
Texter helped to do that.
Thanks, Cameron.
To make the mayor get for next year, it 75,000 or something like
Yeah,
that.
75,
I remember.
And the reality is, with somebody like me as mayor, probably half that salary is going to be spent downtown because this is where I'm at.
They keep raising the money. They're making me think for running for mayor.
Hey, there
I
you
need
go.
some money
There you
too.
go. I'll tell you.
I'm giving it some
I'll
thought.
pass the baton off to you in 4 years after I turn it around and make it
Make it up
welcome
to
again.
100,000. I might throw my hat in the ring. All right, we're getting there. Making me an offer I can't refuse. But anyway, this is really where the problems is with the city.
Yes.
Oh, we got line one. Okay, hang on. Let me get
we
a
got
call.
more calls.
Hello, Charlotte. You're live with Joe.
Hi.
How you doing?
How do you feel? I'd like to hear what you think you can do for the landlords who are providing decent housing. Not all landlords are bad. I want to see a mayor elected who understands that if you work with the landlords, we can provide good housing for the tenants and get more communication between the city and the property owners.
Are we talking about affordable housing?
All kinds of housing, from the low income to all the way up.
So you're talking about like an incentive to the landlord if they keep the properties clean to maybe give a little bit of tax deduction or something like that. Is that what you're referring to?
Or not inspect the houses every 2 years and charge us such outrageous inspection fees.
Okay.
And then there's